guest today is a supernova of charisma, charm, and wit. An Emmy-nominated host with his magnetic personality and captivating presence, he has emerged as a prominent figure in the realm of television hosting, boasting an impressive list of TV credits that include hosting Daily Pop, The Today Show, and he's now the host of enews. He's often drunk in the back of a housewife event on Bravo, and he's so famous he even got to play himself in the Jennifer Lopez movie Marry Me. His skin is glowing, his biceps are often showing, and he's a true delight to work with. Please welcome to the LadyGang, the original lady sitter, Justin Sylvester.
Wow.
First and foremost, who wrote that lie?
Keltieknight.
It's all true, babe.
That might be
who
the
wrote
best
that
intro
lie?
I've ever heard
You've
do.
never called someone a supernova, and I like
know.
it.
Thank
This
you.
is wild.
Well, Justin and I are very similar, where we, in one moment, are like, I'm a genius, and then the next moment are like, I'm a fraud. Justin will come
Yes.
and have flown from New York, where he appeared on The Today Show, or like guest co-hosted The Today Show, third hour, most popular hour, and he'll be like, I just don't feel like I'm doing anything with my life. And I'm
Oh,
like,
my
Justin!
God.
I really don't. I really don't.
Stop it.
It's crazy,
I
and
really
we're
don't.
similar like that, where we just feel like it's never enough.
It's never enough. But also, like, you know, you work in Hollywood. You know how, like,
Yeah.
you know how it is. Like,
Because sometimes it isn't enough, even when you're doing it all.
but you also put in so much work only for them to give the paying gigs to the same 7 people.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn.
Yes.
Nick Cannon has 14 jobs. Like, he can't even keep. Ryan Seacrest is calling one show, another show. Like, that's how busy he is.
Yeah.
Like, when do I get the break?
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
except
what I
you're the
mean?
host of enews, so like that's the break.
Yeah, but you know what?
But I think you have even more.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like you're in a steady build.
Yeah.
And like you're coming.
Thank you.
You're coming.
I would love.
I mean, you're here,
Thank
but like
you.
there's more.
Thank you. Everyone keeps on saying that, like, and I know I need to enjoy the moment I'm in, and I tell myself that all the time because, listen, a little man from Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, being the host of enews, being black and being gay, like it's a huge opportunity. I just think for myself to feel secure, I would like to be the Kurt Loder of enews, where you're like, Northwest is 35 and wants this job. Can you
Yeah.
please leave, 75-year-old man?
Yeah.
But I also have something else.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have my husband. I just need that one man who sniffs my ass at the gym. Like I need that job.
Boo.
I love that.
You know?
It's coming. It's coming.
I hope.
Oh, yeah.
Well, but it's also the thing that's so crazy is that like it is a very interesting thing, not to Hollywood talk too much, but it is the same 5 people.
Yes.
Because I actually remember when I was doing Superfan and I was making the list of male co-hosts, you were on my list.
Oh, thank you.
And it was like, and now this is the part where it gets sad. And then they're like, no, because we want like, well, who's the next Ryan Seacrest? And you're like, well, it's this person, this person, this person. Like these are the people doing that job who are that person, but they're like, no, we just want Ryan Seacrest, and which is great, and he's amazing, but like, it's also like no one wants to be the person to get someone fresh.
100%. But you know what's really great, and I appreciate this about you? I appreciate people who talk about me in rooms that I am not in. I don't even care if it's negative, bitch. Just bring up my mother name, okay?
No press is bad press.
No press is bad press. It's so funny because Miss USA and Miss Teen USA literally just happened.
Yeah.
I remember when you came in, you signed on, you told me about it. I was like super excited. This is amazing. Like, this is a huge deal. Institution.
Yeah.
Like, super pumped for you. And literally 2 days later, somebody was like, I was pitching another client and your name came up. I said your name. Would you be interested in doing it? I'm like, oh, this is really funny. Keltie's actually hosting it. And it was for to judge Miss USA, which I'm like, I'm a judgy bitch anyway. I'm a Scorpio. We silently judge everybody.
Oh, yeah. Not always
Silently.
silent.
Wow. What a good
No,
job.
October Scorpios are very out there with their judgment.
Oh, you're a November Scorpio.
I'm a November
When's your
Scorpio,
birthday?
November 8th.
Wow.
We keep it in.
You're a real, and you're great in bed.
I'm amazing in bed. Okay?
A Scorpio man knows how to do things.
Honey, Frete is on fire right now. Okay? Frete's on fire. But it's from people talking about me in rooms that I got this unbelievable opportunity, and we got to do that together.
so fun.
And it was so fun and so amazing. But thank you, and keep talking about me in other rooms. And by the way, I used to talk about you in rooms that you weren't in because you used to do the craziest shit on red carpets.
Yes.
No, Justin hates me being
No
after-
one's crazier on a carpet.
No.
No one.
No one's crazy on a carpet, but I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
The greatest. It's,
I there would be a publicist like literally grabbing her arm, and she would pretend like that arm didn't even exist. And like there'd be like 2 questions, and she'd be like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Watch this, bitch." And I would have my cameraman turn to her, like watch her interview, because she would get 7 with Tom Cruise, and then we were left with 30 seconds. But I wasn't mad at the hustle. I didn't.
That's good.
I'm not mad at the hustle.
No.
I really am not.
You're taking pointers.
I'm taking pointers.
Insane.
And by the way, when I had a chance to get her on my team, I was like, yes.
Let's put her where
We
She's a
are doing
bulldog.
it. She's
Yes.
a bulldog.
Okay, so I brought the Us Weekly if we need to look through it for information.
Oh, wow. I love that we have an
Oh,
actual
yeah.
Us Weekly
Yeah.
today.
A real Us
Let me
Weekly.
smell
They
one.
still make
Yeah, I
these.
haven't smelled this in years.
This is a TBT.
I know.
TBT. But I also have a list. So I want to talk, this isn't allegedly what's happening, where we talk about allegedly what's happening, but you say allegedly first so we can't get sued.
Oh, I like this.
And so the first topic of conversation is David Beckham telling Victoria Beckham
I love
to be
this.
honest about not being from a working class family. Becca, tell the story.
Okay, so they did the Beckhams, the like docu-series. It's a series, right?
Yeah.
On Netflix, and it's all about like the Beckhams and the beginning of the Beckhams and his soccer and her fashion and blah blah. She's sitting there during a confessional, and they're talking about like her beginnings, you know, and she made some comment along the lines of how they came from humble beginnings, her and David both.
Working
class. And David pops his head around. He's like, can you take that back? Can you tell him what your dad dropped you off to school in? What kind of car? And she's like, David, it's not the same there. It doesn't mean the same thing anymore. It's he's like, no, but tell them what kind of car.
She said something like, it depends, or she was trying to be like,
it's not a simple
vague.
question. It's not a simple answer. She kept on
Yes.
saying.
And it was like, a Rolls Royce.
I love that they left
And he's
that
like,
in.
thank you. And like leaves.
And he just closed the door. It was like, click.
I loved it.
I live for them.
Oh my God.
them.
Okay. And I've never been like a real David Beckham girl. Like that's not my jam. But after seeing this documentary, if he was not married, I would embarrass myself.
Yeah, many have.
I would embarrass the shit out of myself. But they're like real people. But you know
Yeah.
what really like kind of threw me off about them? It's funny because I'm a girl. In my mind, he's Mrs. Victoria Beckham.
Right.
100%.
Right.
This is the same thing that's happening with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce,
Right?
right? Where it's like women are like, no, he's the Mr. Swift. And then the football fans are like, you're insane. He's huge.
Yeah, you're like, he's just Ken. It's like, no.
He's
David
more than
Beckham
Ken.
is a thing.
Right? But to me, I always thought Victoria Beckham is huger than her. But
Yeah.
Right.
when you watch their dynamics, it's very much that she is Mrs. David Beckham.
Ooh.
Which is shocking.
I haven't watched
Yeah,
it.
I
I
haven't
just saw
watched
the
it
clips.
either.
Is it good?
It's really good. And by the way, no hate to anybody who wants to be Mrs. Anything.
Right.
Trust
I'm
me.
still ready.
I am,
Please,
bitch,
sign
I
me
am
up.
too.
I will drop my life and my last
I'm
name
sick of working.
tomorrow. Okay?
Yesterday.
Okay, so the next headline is Julia Fox said that Kanye West offered to get her a boob job, which is not like that big of a headline. But let's finish the sentence. While playing Uno.
Yeah.
I mean,
They were playing Uno.
They're
and that's-
playing Uno.
that's when he offered,
Yes.
the conversation happened.
So I'm like, yeah. I mean, a guy being like, "I'll get you a boob job," not a big deal. But they were playing Uno.
Uno is
She
the
pulled
time.
the draw too. She pulled the draw too. And he was like, here you go. 2 tits.
You know, it's like, what conversations are you supposed to have playing Uno? I feel
Who
like
plays
that's
Uno?
I don't know.
Children. That's what I'm confused about. Is like, was there a child playing with them? Because that is a child's game.
I hope that they're drunk.
That's
'Cause
like the same
only
as
time
being
it's
like,
really
you're playing
acceptable.
Candyland.
No. Have you guys not been around celebrities? Like in like
Not me.
one-on-one settings?
No.
I always tell people, I feel like celebrities, wherever they like peaked is where they stop
You're right.
growing.
Oh, it's like Arrested Development.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Arrested
yeah.
Development. Like
1,000%.
Paris Hilton is always going to be 21 and will
Yeah.
always look 21.
Yeah.
Taylor's always going to have that 17-year-old inside
Yeah.
of her ready for revenge. Like
Yes.
to
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I love that, you
Yeah.
know? I think Kanye West has been a god in his eyes since he was 18 years old. So of course you're fucking drawn for with Yeezus. You know what I mean?
Well, also, I feel like celebrities at that status too probably like don't know what to do. Like,
Right, 'cause
they're
they're
like,
not-
what would a normal person do? Play Uno? And like,
Yes.
they're like,
Cards.
this is what I guess an adult does, right? It's like, no, dude.
Let me tell you
So
something.
weird.
I once went to like a wedding for a big hairstylist in Los Angeles. He has like A-list clients, like the A-list of A-list clients. He marries his normal guy, and the wedding is at this Malibu house, and it's fabulous. And I am like an anthropologist. I love watching people. It's like my favorite pastime. And if I could, bitch, I would drop my ear at a conversation and walk away if I could just like ear hustle that thing, okay?
Yeah.
So this big A-list actress is at this, picnic table on a Sunday. There's like 7 A-listers around her. And all of a sudden, Kris Jenner walks in to the party with the biggest, blackest Birkin you've ever seen in your life. And at the time, she was just divorcing Bruce/Caitlyn, and you just saw the biggest, blackest man walk in with her. And this A-lister, it was almost like she was watching the show in real time. You know what I mean? Like you were, like she was like, I saw her short circuiting. She didn't know what to do. Like she was like tapping to other people. Like, oh my God, like she's here, she's here, she's here. Keep in mind, like, I love Kris Jenner and I know her. And, I was also as shocked as she was that, at the time we didn't know it was Corey Gamble.
Yeah.
But he's walking in like he's got a presence. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But I'm watching this A-lister short circuit. So it's so funny when you're like, what do A-listers do in their pastime?
Yeah.
They watch reality TV.
They
Oh,
do.
for sure. Oh my
So
God,
much.
They know everything.
Yes.
And when they used to walk on the carpet and see Rachel Lindsay on the carpet and be like, I love you, I love you.
Oh, I know. All the Bachelor fans, like A-list celebrity Bachelor fans, I'm like, I love you.
This
The
is
best.
a great segue. Are you watching Golden Bachelor?
Yes.
Tell me what your thoughts are.
Oh my, are you watching it?
Bitch, I love Gary.
He needs to be protected at all costs. Bachelor needed this so bad. Like shit was going down down the tubes into the trash can. It was so bad. It is so heartwarming. They filmed it so great. All of the casting all the women are amazing. You want him to find love so bad. Like he is a national treasure. I'm obsessed with it. Like highly recommend for anybody that's like The Bachelor. Like this is different.
I reactivated my Twitter so I can fight with people about Gary.
Good.
Okay.
Are people talking shit on him?
You're a vigilante.
I'm a vigilante. They're talking shit about the women, but not in a regular Bachelor kind of way.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, no, don't do it here.
I
Like,
won't take it.
I won't take it. We don't talk about a few people. We don't talk about Rihanna. We never talk about
Never.
Rihanna, even
Never.
though, even though my color wasn't right, Fenty, we don't talk about it. I'm gonna mix 2 and it will be fine. Okay? We don't talk about Britney.
Yeah.
We don't talk
That we don't talk
Britney.
about Britney. We don't do
Yeah.
it. Okay? We're not talking no shit about Britney over here.
Unfortunately,
Okay?
I have on this podcast.
Yeah, she has.
And that's okay, just
Yeah.
not in front of me.
I won't.
Not in front of the gays.
Not in front of your family.
No.
Not in front of her family.
And we don't talk about Gary.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't talk about Gary. No. No, I agree. And he came into the studio at E.
Did you meet him?
Well, he was on one of the other shows that shoots there, and he was like so pure then, even like backstage with the people.
I don't
And
think
was
the
like,
show's
Gary, are you
the show's
happy?
not going to ruin him. Like he's. It
might.
I don't think so.
We'll see.
But by the way, when he came into the studio, my messy ass, because they give us questions. And I stick to the program. I'm not trying to shake shit up.
Yeah.
But when Gary came on, I was like, listen, Gary, I got to know. Did you go in that fantasy suite?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What'd he say?
Did you get it in?
Yeah.
And he was like, I went in the fantasy suite with a few ladies, but just to get to know them better.
Oh,
and I was like, you
Gary.
dirty ass horn dog, Gary. Yes.
Gary.
Yes, Gary's been 7 years. Hell, you better go in that fantasy suite.
my God.
I need a Golden Bachelor in Paradise because I feel so bad for because all the women have sob story. Like it's really sad and very like human, the whole show. But I'm like, I need them all to find love. Like this isn't working for just one of them finding love. Like I need everybody to be happy after this.
Yeah, but you know what else I need? Before we get to that, like, do not rush the Golden Bachelor in Paradise. Because a MetLife cruise we can put together in 2 seconds.
Yeah. It needs to be on a cruise ship.
It needs to be on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
What I do need is I need the Golden Bachelorette.
Oh, yeah.
Because I need to see the 25
men.
dudes come on through, okay? Because I like the Bachelorette more than I like the Bachelor.
Yeah.
But it's going to be really hard to cast 25 good men.
I was just thinking that.
It's way easier to cast 25 good women.
I literally was like, that's the issue we're going to be having at hand.
It probably
It'll be
like
5.
They cast Gary so like he is literally so pure and amazing, but how the f- they found him. I don't
There
know.
are a lot of daddies who have been divorced or
Who are
whatever.
looking for it.
Yeah, I think you could find good guys.
But are they eligible?
Yeah.
we don't sure.
By the way, I don't need eligible at that age.
No.
I need somebody who is fun, who has a little bit of cash, who still talks to his family, and who has his own thing going on.
Yeah.
I think
We don't need 25 good men. We need like 3 good men.
I need like 5 okay men, 16 boys, and 3 dudes that I probably will never date outside of this era, but I'm going to make out with because I can on TV.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's
okay.
good ratios.
Excellent casting.
But do you think we could do the middle-aged bachelor next? Because I feel like we went from like 20s to 70s.
We need like a 40s.
I'd like a 40s, 50s. Like
Yeah. Everybody's divorced, recently divorced.
yeah, it's like such a good age. And I think it's going to revitalize the way we look at age.
No,
I like
'cause
that too.
I think if you had a middle-aged bachelor on,
He
no
would want a
offense,
20-year-old.
He would want a 20-year-old, and it would piss me off.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I mean, they
They've
had a
had
couple,
older guys,
like-
and they just go for the 22-year-olds.
Yeah, like
no,
Ari.
but they have like that. The oldest they've been is like what, 38?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. I think Bob Guinea was lying about that age. He was well into his 40s when he was on that show.
Well,
Okay.
speaking of reality shows, have you heard of this show called Naked Attraction?
Oh,
Yes.
I have watched it for a long time.
Okay, so what do you see? The whole
You
groin?
see, okay, so Naked Attraction is a British show. You could only watch it on VPN until recently. They moved it to HBO Max or whatever it is. It's basically like one person is there and they're deciding, clothed. They decide who they want to date, but they start with their feet, I'm pretty sure.
And they
then they
move
move up until you are seeing fully naked bodies. I like it because it really shows you the variation of the human body. Like, because
You can see that on a cruise ship.
you can also
You can see that on a cruise ship.
But it's weird because you like are, especially when you're watching TV, you're watching all these perfect bodies. So you're like, oh my God, they're like the human body is beautiful in every which way. I really like it. But they're very
I really
honest
like it.
in the way that they're talking. Well, they're actually very nice, but very honest.
So they decide who they want to date by like how the pubes are trimmed.
Yeah, they're very honest about how they're talking about what they're attracted to. And then at the end, I'm pretty sure the person that's choosing also gets nude. Like, it's not like you have to be
Yes,
equal.
they have to be willing. The person choosing.
When do
has
they
to-
talk?
They talk
Throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I
it's
haven't
like
watched
Love
it
is
a bit.
Blind plus a penis.
It's not Love is Blind because I don't even think they really go on a date. Like the whole thing is just the reveal of the body.
Jesus.
And this is where we're
Yeah.
at in TV.
No,
Well,
this
that's
has
why I was
been
like,
a
I'll
while.
never have another good idea.
No, yeah.
Well, that's like the reality of reality TV is that unless it's something like that or like a really deep documentary, people don't give a fuck anymore. Like they want to talk about people looking at pubes
yeah.
or
It's wild.
it's crazy.
But it's like a 1-season thing, I feel like. Like
For sure.
You know, for myself and, you know, if you watch ESPN, if that's the case, if we starting with feet, you never going to find a good man who's a sports athlete
Not
or anything because
At all.
I feel like feet is.
If you Google some of the big NBA players and Google their name in a foot, which I don't know
Honey,
why I
some
even knew
rappers
to do
too.
this.
Foot Finder.
Oh, but it's harder to, for some reason, it's hard to find those feet photos. Like when do you see a barefoot rapper?
Ooh, there was a rapper recently who put it on Instagram,
Ew,
and I was thinking to
no.
myself, "Damn, girl!" I actually texted his ex-girlfriend, and I was like, "Bitch, how the hell did you
Like-
go? How is your mattress still alive with those goddamn? Like, what is going on here?
Barf.
I can't.
Justin, what do you think of what we've gotten so far of the NSYNC reunion?
Wow.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
Okay.
You guys, why did they get back together for a troll song? I don't understand it.
Well, Can't Stop the Feeling was a big hit for Justin, and they were probably like, hey, you're in the next Trolls movie. What are we going to do to make it even bigger than Can't Stop the Feeling, which was
He's
a big
in
hit?
the movie.
I
also
don't know.
that
I've never
he's-
seen a Trolls
yeah,
movie.
he's in the movie, but I
And
also
his
think
song got huge from it.
But
Yeah.
like they didn't need a song in the movie. Like they could have probably made 5 million times more money just putting out a song alone. That's not in the Trolls movie.
Well, I think
I don't know.
I think the movie, the subject of the movie, I think it's called Trolls Band Together.
Oh.
Hello.
So I
That's why
think they were
he's
like,
enews.
haha, let's
Yeah.
do this, X, Y,
okay,
and
that
Z.
makes more sense.
Which I think is fun and I think it's great, but I also think it's going to get people excited about a reunion. That's probably never going to happen.
No, the reunions, I allegedly know that I believe that we are getting more music.
Okay.
But I want
believe-
a tour.
We want a tour. I don't know about the tour. And I'll tell you what, Justin has realized
His hologram will be on tour.
No,
We don't need Justin.
With the rest
Justin
of them.
had a few missteps, and you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of Justin Timberlake, and so I'm happy to
I don't think
say that.
any of us are.
But he had Man of the Woods, which was not great, and then he did the Super Bowl in the Woods shirt, which was also not great. Then he had the bad video of him dancing like a dad, but he was doing the future
That
sex,
was
love,
disgusting.
sex
That was
dances,
disgusting.
but he was in
I
the wrong
loved it.
outfit for
That
it.
is an ick.
I loved it.
Okay,
I don't think I even saw it.
Oh, he was in Talbots.
It was,
You shouldn't
he was
see
in
it.
Talbots. It was not great.
I loved
but
it.
he was doing the like, dum.
No, it gave everybody on TikTok the
Yes.
ick. I will have to say, I have been on the NSYNC algorithm of
Yeah.
old performances from like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I am fucking obsessed with it, but all of the comments, and this is what I love, because I feel like as a human collective, we've all realized that JC carried NSYNC.
JC carried in
All of the comments are like, maturing is realizing that JC carried NSYNC on his back.
I will jump over this table and fight you right now. Here's the thing with Justin Timberlake. I respect the man as an artist.
Yes.
I also am going to put it, and I put this to a friend of mine who was so mad at him
It's
for
hard
not.
to age.
Let me just tell you.
JC aged great, by the way.
JC aged great.
He looks amazing.
By the way, Lance Bass also
Amazing.
Aged great.
also looks great.
He looks better than he
Beautiful.
did.
But he's also gay, so that's how we do.
That is true.
You
we're
age
Benjamin
better.
Button. We just get
You age
better.
better.
Yeah.
We get richer. Is
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
Me too.
Imagine living with 5 girls your whole life, and then all of a sudden, someone gives you a 3-bedroom house and says you don't have to live with anybody. Are you going to choose to go back and live with 5 girls again?
He should, just for the happiness of the world.
Guess what? If your girlfriend said, hey, let's move back in together for the happiness of the world, it would make me so happy. At 33 years old, you would say, ain't.
Yeah, I get it.
I think it's the same thing. I also think a lot of times people in bands get in their own heads
Yes.
about making it and wanting to be solo. He got this big opportunity to do Super Bowl and said, you know what? I'm going to just get out there and I'm going to do my thing. This is my chance to submit myself as a solo artist. Not the right move. Okay.
Was not the right move.
But I also respect that the
Right.
man had the opportunity and he made the choice that he thought was right for him.
Yes.
You know, I'm not mad at Beyonce for never getting back with Destiny's Child again. I would love it. But
Right.
she is on a trajectory to never be pigeonholed in that situation
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that like when people are like the audacity to leave the band or whatever, it's like saying that about a hit TV show. Like Friends ended, but they have to all decide to like one works again. That means all of them have to work or no one. You know what I mean? It's like,
Well,
you
here's my
can't
issue.
possibly go off on your own unless we all get to go with you.
You can go off your own, but don't forget where you came from. You do the reunion show.
Yeah. I say one tour. Give us one tour.
One tour. And here's what I'll say. This is what pissed me off about it. And Joey is a friend-ish of Chris Knight's, not of mine.
Joey is a friend-ish
loved
of Chris Knight.
How that came out of your mouth. That
Mom.
was amazing.
No, I'll tell you this. What I'm disappointed about NSYNC is that they should have had another song now. Like, the rollout is not good here. We want the troll song,
That's
and
what
then
I'm
2
saying.
weeks later, we need something new.
This
and
can't
it needs
just
to be
be
a whole
it.
thing. And the other thing I'm going
The
to say...
frenzy's still
and
happening though. It's working.
I don't want to... I'm not going to...
song's also
I'm
not
not
good.
body shaming anyone. I'm not body shaming.
no.
Oh God, I'm scared.
No, but I'm telling you this.
Oh God.
I know. Here's the thing. The reason the Backstreet Boys will always and come for me. The reason that the Backstreet Boys will always be a higher level of boy band is because the Backstreet Boys stay ready.
Hold on.
Okay?
Hold on.
I
I was going to say this too. I was going to say this
Justin
too.
is appalled.
Even if you're not,
He's
even
leaving
if
us.
you are not, you're off the camera. Sit down. If you are not a Backstreet Boys fan, or if you're not a Howie fan, because people are like, Howie stays ready. Howie stayed ready this whole time. Kevin left the band, stayed ready. 6-pack abs, facial hair. Joey and Chris did not stay ready. They're not ready for a reunion.
Girl, they're living in Florida, girl. Like,
know,
who's
they're
staying
ready.
ready in
No
Florida?
one's ready.
Also-
People are just trying to survive in Florida.
I've got to say, back on my NSYNC algorithm, the 2 comments, the one was JC carried NSYNC on his back, and 2, Joey was there to fucking dance. Joey is ready because that lives in his blood. He's ready to come back.
all times.
He is ready to dance.
But Joey, by the way, Joey looked like that since he was 26.
That's true.
gonna say.
Joey's
Like-
looked 50 since he was 20.
Chris Kirkpatrick was the original hot boy of NSYNC. If you look at Germany NSYNC,
Well, Chris
when they
Kirkpatrick is
first
also
broke,
like 15 years older than the rest of NSYNC.
I understand, but
Yeah, he had
was
pubic
the
hair. We were
hottest
into
one.
it. We were smelling him.
He was like
Chris
25
Kirkpatrick
when they
was
started.
the hottest one, and then they came to the States and they were like, "You're too hot, and you're not the lead vocalist, so you got to put some purple streaks in your hair and tone it down so JC and Justin can shine." 100%.
I still don't think JC shined as much as he could have.
Amen. I also think you are right. The Backstreet Boys stay ready, but the Backstreet Boys have an understanding that they have to be ready because they have been on a farewell tour since 1999.
And I don't
That's
care.
fine. I don't care.
They have been on that farewell tour. I think NSYNC, when they broke up, that man was like, just so you know, like any relationship, I am never coming back. Do not wait for me.
Yes.
Do not go to
He
therapy.
made himself very clear.
He made himself very clear. So guess
But what's
the
he
mother
doing
what?
No.
But he had such a great run, and that Jessica Biel
He's the most beautiful human.
is the
I've
most
ever laid
beautiful
eyes on,
human in the world. He's
ever.
acting. He's
doesn't
doing his
deserve her.
thing. Like
He's not
rich.
acting well. I tried to
I'm
watch that show he's in. It was real bad.
I'm still mad that he overstaged her on the People magazine wedding issue of their wedding because Jessica is in that beautiful pink dress and she's scrunching. She's literally sitting scrunching and he's in like a herky cheerleading move, jumping above her.
That's upsetting.
Don't steal this moment from the
That's
bride.
upsetting.
You
I
should
don't-
be underneath the dress with
That-
just a pinky sticking
But
out.
that's him in a nutshell.
That's him in a
Yeah,
nutshell.
I don't
There's
like
a
Justin
beautiful
Timberlake.
woman in a beautiful fucking gown, and you got to jump and do a cheerleader jump.
Ew, he's
guess
so
what?
insecure.
your-
No, but guess what? There's only one star in a relationship, honey.
Bingo.
And he
He's the star.
and she doesn't mind it.
No.
She married him for a reason. Your
Money.
husband, that motherfucker could blend into the wall. Cause he knows and he
true.
doesn't care. Honestly, if I saw two stars get together, the minute it happens,
You have to
I'm
choose
like,
who the stars. Choose your
disaster.
player.
Well,
That-
look what's happening with J-Lo and Ben. His star is falling. It's falling. It's falling.
Excuse me?
I'm also on
Did you
that.
not see the Dunkin' Donuts commercial?
I'm
that
like,
was
what?
amazing.
What?
Excuse me.
First
But
of all,
'cause he was
first of all, let's
excited
just
about Dunkin'
take it back
Donuts.
to what you
I'm
just
like, who said
fucking.
that?
Just take it back to what you just said. What about his Dunkin' Donuts commercial? Okay, yes, get your money. I'm proud of you, but still.
Get your cash.
Have you not seen every freaking video of them leaving
Oh, it's
somewhere or
amazing.
being somewhere or
Oh,
like
people love Jennifer
He
Lopez, yeah.
is
No, he's miserable.
His star is burning
But
out
that's
in
just
the
a
sky.
Boston attitude. That's a northern attitude.
I don't
Everyone
know.
from
Look,
Boston is that way.
He literally looks like
A
his
prisoner of
mom
war.
just died. Like every video
Every picture.
looks like the worst
He's
day of
always
his
like-
life.
No, I think
Yes, he's physically like in
That
pain.
meme of him standing outside his house with a cigarette during COVID or whatever. Remember that one?
But
that,
he's like, wait.
he's
But
like-
that's a Tuesday. He's like that every day.
he is
The
so
best meme
miserable.
was when you finish undoing all the kids' toys at Christmas and you go outside for that cigarette.
Yeah, yeah.
I think for him, every time he walks out a restaurant and he sees 20 paparazzi,
He's just mad.
over it.
that is his
no,
face.
but in the car when they don't even know they're being filmed, and
They
they're
always
like,
know they're being filmed.
No, they
But
don't,
that's just
because they
his
wouldn't be
face.
doing what they're doing. They have all these things of him in a car, like having
They're arguing.
No, I think that's just how they talk about, like, that's
Yes.
me and Justin talking about NSYNC Backstreet Boys. Like, we love
100%.
each other, but we're just doing it in a sassy
You don't
way.
look miserable.
I
My
disagree.
resting butch face
No.
is
No,
intense.
you don't know. You must have not seen these videos. I agree with Becca.
They're
you.
also both tops.
Yes.
They're
Well-
two tops in one relationship. And I got to
Two
tell
stars.
you, let me tell you right now, 20 years ago, you know, you need to listen to this new album. I actually got a preview of her new album, and she kind of tells the whole story of what happened to them from like start to end. And it's like kind of lemonade-ish where you're like, damn, you're really telling us this right now?
Oh, wow.
And
Please
she
don't
like,
ever compare J-Lo to Beyonce.
no, I'm not
J-Lo
going
is
to
my Beyonce. I would rather see her.
Oh my God,
Insane.
you idiot.
We're going to go down that rabbit
Yeah,
hole
we are.
when we get off this,
Idiot.
this
You're
camera.
blind and deaf.
But I think 20 years ago, they went through this whole thing. The media kind of broke them up. It was like this firestorm. I think getting back together, they are aware of what's going on. I think he still is aggravated by it, and he still will make a face about it.
Okay, yeah.
But
You're
at
right.
the same time, like, if you take a 20-year break from somebody, you only go back unless you know this is going to be for the next 50.
Yeah.
Like, we are dying together.
Yeah.
No, you're not going anywhere.
We're dying.
Sit your ass in this corner.
My grandmother remarried the same man twice. It didn't last.
It's rich.
It's very Becca.
But
It's
by the way,
Atlanta.
let me ask you a
It
question.
was Miami. Thank you very much.
Was Ben Affleck happy in his last relationship with Lindsay Shookus? Did you see like photos of them laughing anywhere?
He never looks happy.
I forgot about her.
And this tramp stamp.
Wow.
Was he happy with Jennifer Garner?
He doesn't really ever look happy.
No,
I guess.
he's
what I'm saying.
Boston. It's Northern attitude.
Okay.
He's from
All
Boston.
right.
She needs some
That does make
collates.
sense.
Like she, like you know, like,
Justin,
he's just not happy.
we haven't been able to talk about this. What do you think of Timothee, and Kylie?
I like it.
I like it too.
I like it too.
Here's why I like it. Because we all do it. We have one big breakup, and all of a sudden we're like, we're gonna go after the opposite person.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the ping pong.
It's the ping pong.
Yep.
And by the way, her older sister was like, white guys are fun. Come over here. Come date a white guy. It is
The whitest white guy.
The whitest white guy. Kim found the whitest white guy and was like, I'm having the time of my life. The best sex. He's funny. I can laugh. I don't have to, like, you know, act like somebody else.
Who are we talking about?
Timothee and Kylie.
No, Kim. Who's the guy?
Oh, you forgot about Pete Davidson already?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. There's,
I
yes.
was talking about Timothee Chalamet being the whitest white guy, though. He's so.
Well, Travis Barker is also Courtney's husband. Is like also one of the whitest white guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in a different way than Timothee Chalamet. He's just such a wild card to me.
It is.
But I
so-
bet the sex is good.
Yeah.
He has the biggest BDE.
Oh, yeah.
You know what he is? He's our mutual ex-boyfriend.
I know, but
he is the skinniest man on the planet. He is a tiny Thumbelina of a man.
Yeah.
And
So frail.
so frail. But like
say it.
he
Say it.
What?
Say it. Say what you're about to say. But he what?
Well, your brains out.
your friend. Yes. He
For sure. And, you know, actors are.
and BDE.
Narcissist.
Well, yeah. And like they give a performance of a lifetime in the bedroom.
Performance of
Well,
like,
that's not across the board. Like some of them just think that they're like who they are and they can just like phone it in. But then there's the category like Timothy. He's very method. He's very invested in his acting. He's the same way in the bedroom. She's
I could
never
see
felt
him.
like a star.
she's never seen
a bigger star.
been seen. She like literally gave back that billboard that lives on
Santa Monica Boulevard.
She's like, I don't even need that anymore. Because I
I-
feel
I
seen.
I love it for her. I feel like this is like a new era. I'm into it.
I know a woman who had sex with one of the biggest movie stars of all time.
Tell me the
And
headphones. Is it the headphones? Is it the headphone story?
That, I know this one.
Yeah.
But wait, this isn't even the one that I was going to say.
Oh,
Wait, I
say
think
say
I know
yours.
the headphone
Holy
story.
shit. I think I might have said the headphone story on this podcast. Anyway, we'll do the headphones. But this is the first night they had sex together, the Oscars were a couple like in the coming up. And they just started dating. And they're having sex for the first time. And as he's on top of her, he's whispering in her ear, I'm going to take you to the Academy Awards.
No.
And he goes, and you're going to wear the most beautiful dress.
Ew, 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 ick, ick,
Oh, I
ick.
love it. Yes, please.
That
Keltie,
turn me
literally-
on, honey.
I am
Keltie's
ready.
basement would flood.
Turn me on, bitch.
Flood.
Turn me on.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you guys are
Okay,
horrible.
the headphones. The other humongous movie star that wears headphones while
Yeah, but gives a gift back.
it's a matching champion sweatsuit, and he has a thing of all different sizes.
Gives a gift back though.
I love a gift
That's a
bag.
man. Gives a gift back.
I'm into that more than the
Is
Academy
Plan B
Awards.
inside of it?
No way.
I once got one of those gift bags.
Same, unfortunately.
You know,
my God.
there's not a lot of the gay actors only hook up with, and it's interesting because I realize this with the women. It's like this person will date this girl, and then all of a sudden she's a normal girl, and then she'll date another actor, and then another actor. It's like they're on it's like rocker girls, like they're on the groupies, like they're on the circuit.
Yes, the circuit.
I'm just not.
chasers.
Yeah. I think I hang out with too many older white women. And they're not doing it for me. So I need to just get my first actor, my first celebrity
Yes.
relationship.
Yes.
That way I can
Get
just
in.
start
I'm
collecting them like
dying for
Thanos.
you
You
to
know what I
have a
mean?
Rolodex.
I'm dying for you to have a PR relationship.
I need a PR
I think about it all the
relationship.
time. I think about it.
Wait,
all
who's your
the
dream?
time.
Who's your dream
Yeah.
guy?
Well, all the gays are like married or like they come out and they're like, and I met this 22-year-old who like I'm in love with.
Yeah.
So like there's not
and
really
we're having a family.
And we're having a
Well,
family.
give me who's your like dream, could be married, whatever, and then who's somebody that's attainable.
My dream gay.
Chris Kirkpatrick.
I think my dream gay. What's Matthew's last name from the USA show? But he's married to someone. Matt Beaumere.
Matt Bomer.
Matt
yeah.
Bomer is
He's
so
cute.
fine.
So hot.
Is that
so
how you
hot.
say his name?
No.
Bomer.
Bomer.
I think it's Matt Bomer.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe that's just
The
me
way your
like
face
Matt
lights
Bomer.
up when you say his name.
He's French.
Definitely
Yeah.
not Bomer.
But also, like,
Isn't it Bomber?
good
It's
job
Bomber.
picking like the universal man.
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
like
Everyone
everyone
loves
who
him.
doesn't find that person.
I'm in
so
it.
hot.
I need you to go more niche.
Who's somebody that you could actually date?
I think I could actually get to Anderson Cooper.
Yes.
Wait, that's good.
I would be great. No.
No?
What?
Actually, yeah.
A PR relationship.
By the way,
But he's never very public about his relationships, right?
Yeah,
No.
but the paparazzi in New York will get you.
they'll
Yeah.
get it.
I'll call them for you.
Yeah. And I just like that he's like a dad and he's chill and like he does what I do, but he probably thinks my job is like beneath stupid, which I like. You know, like I like
degrade me, Daddy.
degrade me a little bit. He has that great relationship with his ex that probably lives at his house. Like I'm
Yes.
like, cool, come here.
Yes.
Like let's
A little throuple situation.
I want you to have like
throuple.
big career moments and him to be like, that's cute.
that's
Oh,
cute
that's
for you.
sweet.
'Cause
Yeah.
let me tell you something
That's
right there.
cute.
Yeah,
Let me tell you.
Yeah. Justin's like, babe, I'm hosting the Oscars. And he's like, that's cool. Here's my bullet wound from covering Afghanistan. You know?
That's how I got here, by the way. I got here because
Afghanistan?
no, close. I got here because an ex always told me, I mean, that this life, like this reality TV thing, like what are you doing with it? Like, why are you wasting your time? And every time I like literally got to a career moment, I would literally pray that he would see it.
Oh, he's seeing it.
He's
yeah.
seeing it. I'm like, I'm such a Leo in that sense. I'm not a Leo, but
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that,
Look at me.
like, look at me,
I
Conquer.
love that.
bitch.
All right. The last allegedly what's happening is a true crime story, which we sometimes don't always do celebrities, but it is a sponsor of LadyGang and kind of is Kim Kardashian adjacent. So I wanted just to bring it up.
Skims.
Angelina Wiley got shot 4 times and she was wearing a Skims bodysuit. And the Skims bodysuit saved her life. So not only did it help with compression when I did get shot, but it completely changed where the bullet even landed in me because the doctors were saying how the bullets could have really killed me. People die from getting shot. I got shot 4 times. She explained the Skims bodysuit played a huge part in keeping her alive, especially because the ambulance took so long to get to me and the doctors would tell you the first thing to do is apply pressure. I already had it on lock.
I have one thing to say. The devil works hard. Kris Jenner works harder.
Absolutely.
She shot her.
Her fingerprints are all over
Absolutely.
Hard.
article.
Hard.
That is.
She's paying her under the table. She's like, we're going to do this thing.
I have a theory about. Well, I mean, this is now. I probably will get sued. But like
Not
when
if
you
you say
read stuff
allegedly.
like that, where people are like, this saved my life. This thing saved my life. Blah blah blah. Like, look very close at the fine print because a lot of the time there is an agreement. There is a PR agreement in place.
Well, I'm trying to get I'm in the vaginal mesh lawsuit right now.
Like the algorithm?
Like I'm in it. Like I am like
What
part
is
of
that?
I don't know.
You have vaginal mesh.
I will say it if it makes
like
sense
the
for me
class
financially.
action.
Like I
Oh,
will
got
There's
it.
always a vaginal mesh class action lawsuit.
You know who doesn't
on
have Kris
TV.
Jenner as their PR person is vaginal mesh.
Somebody needs
true.
And
They need a rebranding.
She's on mesothelioma though. She is
Sure
totally on
Oh, yeah,
mesothelioma.
she is. Well, remember the Will Smith, Jada Pinkett theory about the alopecia big pharma thing?
Oh, like she wanted a moment.
So
But her book's coming out, so we'll go with the truth soon.
I read it.
did you really just
I read
say
part of
her
it.
book's coming out, so we'll get the truth soon? You
Who are you?
fucking idiot.
We'll get her truth.
The book's good.
Huh? The book is good.
I love her.
The book is
her.
good.
Too.
Yeah, but the theory was that whole thing was staged because of Big Pharma coming out with an alopecia drug. So it was raising awareness with alopecia, and then perhaps Jada Pinkett will also become the face of the new alopecia drug. And it'll all have been not for nothing, you know? Not
You know,
for not.
I often think that celebrities turn lemons into lemonade. Like I
Yeah, it's
By
like
the
which
way,
comes
yeah.
what came first.
If I have like for myself, I have ADHD. I deal with a lot of anxiety. And if anyone ever came to me and said, I have a solution for you and it could make you a lot richer if this works for you,
Do you want to be the face of Adderall?
There's a lot of
I
those
will
out there.
be, girl, give me preparation H. Yeah. I will be the face of mother depends.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been the face of poise.
like,
Thank you.
I'm here for it. Like,
Remember when I told you that I got a adult diaper deal? And
We
the
all
pictures,
did.
I wanted
We
an
all
adult
did.
diaper deal. Paid
I'm
for me
ready
to go to
for
Jack's
it.
wedding.
That's
so
right.
thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I have a host of things wrong with me. I have insomnia. I will take a medication. Like, but I think that's what happens. Like,
Yeah.
things happen with celebrities, and agents are like, "Listen, we're gonna make this work for you."
Mm-hmm.
And I
But
don't
how
think
does it make
anything-
you feel knowing Pfizer was a sponsor of the Academy Awards?
Good for Jada. Happy for her.
You don't know, but like you don't think it's a little fishy?
I think everything in Hollywood's fishy.
Yeah, you're right.
Everything's
you're right.
fishy. Even
Everyone
this podcast.
smells a little fishy.
I look at everything like this.
Yeah.
Like once I figured out like how
Nothing's
the
real.
cheese was made,
Yeah.
and like like for instance,
yeah,
the thing
I was
that
just
blew
gonna
my
ask your
mind,
most craziest.
my most craziest is whenever I started working at E, realizing that the time between Christmas and New Year's is the prime time to separate as a celebrity because it gets lost in the shuffle of the holidays or when another big celebrity breaks up. For instance, the Joe Jonas thing.
Yeah.
Like there are a lot of celebrities who are like, actually, I'm divorcing too. Like, let's hurry up. Like, let's go ahead and hurry up. I'm going to hurry up and put in, like, Hugh Jackman was like, let's go. We can announce it now. Because
Wow, yeah.
these celebrities have been working out these agreements for like months and years. And like, there was another big actor who like 6 months before, saying he was separating from his wife, had did this whole PR thing for a movie and never mentioned one thing. Like she got a brand new ring. But then 7 months later, after his movie came out on DVD, it was like, okay, now it's time to like put this out. And I think that's okay because normal people
Do the same thing.
hey, we're going to wait for our kids to go to college. Hey,
Yeah.
we're going to wait for her to her 16. Oh, we're going to wait for this quinceanera. It happens.
Not the quinceanera.
Yeah, girl, let me get through my quinceanera. Meanwhile, the
ruin
parents f***ing hate each other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
It's very true.
But you know
You're
who we
right.
don't hate? You, Justin.
We love
you. can
you.
follow Justin
Good.
Sylvester
Fun.
at Justin Sylvester on Instagram and TikTok, and you can watch him every single night hosting Mother News like a boss. And we're going to go there right now.
Y'all, I really love today.
We love
We
you.
love you.
It's a great day.
This
You're
means
the
you
best.
need your own podcast.
Yeah,
I
you're the
want to do
best.
this all the time.
I think you should.
Can we come back?
You could be our-
Podcast one, let me know.
Yeah, call him.
Call
You need to
in.
come back and do our allegedlys with us.
Yeah,
I
we love it
this.
so much. Okay, we will
See you
next Tuesday.